extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China. Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country, a standard, very pat line that was divvied out to say. The cover-up of this colossal security breach is even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration and our 2020 campaign. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump, to win. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases, Good evening.
President Donald Trump delivering a primetime address Thursday, claiming there are, quote, shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure.
Tonight, we're publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack.
Still, Trump has not provided evidence that machines have been exploited by a foreign adversary. He also accused China of meddling in the 2020 election, but Trump did not elaborate on how it may have impacted the results of the election.
China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration and our 2020 campaign.
Trump has repeatedly claimed the election was rigged and that he won in 2020 instead of former President Joe Biden. Those claims have repeatedly been proven false. The U.S. intelligence community released a report in 2021 that said China did not interfere, specifically saying China, quote, considered but did not deploy influence efforts intended to change the outcome of the U.S. presidential election. And the states who were accused of election fraud say every precaution is taken to ensure results are honest and authentic.
This is why we have paper ballots. It's why we do pre-election tests, and then we do post-election hand count audits to make sure that the machines read the ovals correctly.
Thursday's speech comes just months ahead of the critical midterm elections, where Republicans could lose the majority in either the Senate, the House, or both. Many Democrats say these latest claims just spread more lies.
We have seen so many examples of this president's craziness when it comes to the 2020 election.
Trump's remarks come on the heels of his so-called Save America Act, failing to pass in the Senate. The legislation would enact strict new ID and proof of citizenship requirement for voting.
China has all along adhered to the principle of non-interference in others' internal affairs. It goes to say China has never and will never interfere in the presidential elections of the U.S.
美方的有关说法纯属无中生有，恶意抹黑，早已被证明是无稽之谈。中方历来坚持不干涉内政原则，没有兴趣，也从未干涉美国大选。相反，是谁动辄干涉别国的内政，长期无差别地监控全球各国政府、企业、普通民众，大规模地窃取他国公民的数据，国际社会看得清清楚楚。我们敦促美方反躬自省，停止无端的抹黑中国，不要在选举中拿中国说事，多做有利于中美关系的事。
大家好，我是主播林家源。生活压力大，失眠、浅眠是现代人常见的烦恼。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌现在进一步推出晚安加强版，添加天然 GABA、色氨酸、茶氨酸、香蜂草4大天然草本，选择太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，做好日常保养，身体轻松无负担。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，输入推荐码有额外折扣。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便，要吃就吃最好。